I wanted to show off my iPad Air 6th gen, the M2 version, and how much of a fun little portable gaming console it's turned into for me, as well as a productivity thing. People like to ask, like, why get an iPad? Just get a Switch or get a Steam Deck or a something or whatever, right? Yes, they are cheaper, and in some cases, they are a lot better for gaming. Absolutely, no problems there. I mean, this thing is it's a tablet computer. You know, you write notes, you browse social media, you do things. I just also this app placement is bugging me. Let me just move that over here. I use it for GarageBand for casually just writing down some songs, or I use it to video edit some of the things that you see on my channels. I'm probably going to use this to edit this video right now. But one thing I really like, especially lately, is the fact that emulation has become such a huge thing for Apple devices. Now, yes, I've had an Android, I have a PC, I've had a Steam Deck before. I've put emulators on them. I've emulated for a long time now, since I was in high school. I think one of the first things I did was to get a PS1 emulator running on an old Gateway, if anyone remembers that brand, Gateway netbook, a netbook, like really tiny, like 10-inch, 12-inch computer, maybe roughly around this size, honestly, in terms of like when it's closed, when it was closed. And I remember I learned how to put N64 games and PS1 games on there. And so what I'd like to do is sometimes, for school, a person with a computer or a laptop would be the sacrifice to either video edit or to be the one in charge of the presentation that we had assigned to us. There were three games in particular that I like to show off. It was F-Zero X, GoldenEye, and Tekken 3 on the PlayStation 1. Tekken 3 especially, because Tekken, I'm Filipino. Tekken is huge in our culture. And this was in high school. So this was, I think, 13 years ago, or 14 years ago, a while ago, maybe even 15. Someone will figure that out. Fast forward to today. Why have an iPad, right? And why game on it? I have multiple reasons. For example, versus playing on a Switch, this screen is huger. Yes, huger is not a word. This screen is more huge, and it helps a lot if, for example, you want to play a game with a friend and you got your two controllers. They're not Joy-Con, so obviously this is less portable than a Switch, but the screen real estate, says it all. And then you can choose what kind of stand you have. And yeah, just connect some Bluetooth controllers and you got your portable little setup here, I mean, this looks really nice. And if you have something like an HDMI adapter to your iPad, you can plug it into a TV. You got a little tiny, easy to use emulation box that also happens to be your music production tool, your video editing tool, your notes tool, your media consumption tool. And iPad screens are just so pretty. Like, look at this. Just the colors are so nice. Like, I do have an adapter to plug it into the TV, but the colors just don't look nearly as nice as they do uh, on this screen itself. And yeah, like I said, I can turn on the other Bluetooth controller and mess around with that, but since it's just me, I'm not gonna deal with that. But you can. Gone. You know what? Hold on, I gotta play this one. It's gone. R.I.P. Gone. Gone is gone. No longer with us. Never coming back to a Tekken game, ever, or to anything. I don't think Gone is even still an owned property at this point. I don't know. I don't freaking know. Now that was me showing off gameplay on the M2 iPad Air with a Bluetooth controller, with your standard Bluetooth controller. This is an 8BitDo SM30 Pro. I love this thing. I also love the original one as well. Same thing, except this one comes with the Hall effect sticks, so it's less likely to drift. You can sort of feel the difference between these two, but these are both really solid controllers, especially if your whole thing is portability. My whole thing has always been portability and being able to carry games around wherein I can, easily set up on a table and maybe have a second controller. And if someone so happens to want to challenge me to a game of Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2, and play as Michael Jackson, then I'll be ready for them, you know? I don't know the controls. I don't know the controls. I'm getting my ass beat. That's like a dodge, 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 dodge. Oh, it's the stick? Do I use the stick? Oh, it's the stick. Stop it. Stop. Dude, this. What is this game? Will you stop? I'm dead. I think Michael Jackson just died. I think I just killed Michael Jackson. How do I go into Rumble mode? I taunted. I taunted by accident. I don't know what to do. I did it. Now what? I'm gonna die. I died. Shit. You know, I love handheld gaming. And this isn't exactly handheld, you know. I mean, hold a controller and your hand is holding that, but sometimes you don't want to have the iPad standing up, or you don't want to have to hold the iPad, you know, like a tablet. Sometimes maybe you just want to, you know, hold a controller that also holds the screen. So I went on AliExpress and I grabbed one of these. I saw it on YouTube and I looked at Amazon. It was like $50. And I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I get Prime shipping for like a month, for like a day or two, which is fine. But this was just like $15 on AliExpress. So that's $35 off with free shipping too. It took a week, but you know, it is, save yourself that $35. You don't need this right away. Like, I definitely didn't, but I was definitely excited to grab it. Now, if I'm being honest, I already opened it and unpacked it earlier, and I synced it. I just put it back in the box for the sake of unboxing. But so far, I gotta say, I'm really enjoying it. I didn't think that through. Your manual, and then, so, as you saw, charging cable, and boom. Like, I don't even know what else to say. It's a telescopic controller that happens to fit the iPad. Now, it's a bit of a struggle to get on. I'll talk about that in a sec. But you'll see in a sec when I put this on. But before we go into that, I honestly don't know if this is what these are for. These are like little rubber pads here, and then there's like little rubber pads here that hold your device. Because this isn't a controller like the Backbone where you plug it in to your phone or your tablet and it just works. No, this is a Bluetooth controller technically. For $15, it does feel pretty cheap. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you can feel the cheapness in the plastic. But the sticks are apparently Hall Effect sticks, and the buttons aren't too bad, right? We all know if you've seen this channel before, you know how I test controllers, and it's by playing fighting games. So we're gonna get on that eventually. But first, you know, just first impressions. Like, it looks fine. It looks fine. You know, this is the power button, and then much like the 8-bit Do controllers, you hold the power button and you hold a certain button on the controller to determine what type of controller it wants to be. Do you want it to be a PlayStation controller? Do you want it to be a direct input controller or an Apple controller? So in this case, what we want power and B. Yeah, it's recognized as a DualShock. Ignore the Pebble. The Pebble is a mouse that I will now turn off. So one issue I have with this, like right off the bat, is finding a good way to put this thing on in the first place. Because, like, you know, you see where I'm getting at here? So do I just let it fall in? That's kind of what I've defaulted to so far, is to just let it fall in. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's not too bad. And it's holding it pretty well too. Now, I wouldn't shake it, you know, up and down like that to test out how well the grip is, but if you're just at a table, or if you're like, yeah, at a table, or if you're in bed, or if it's on your lap on a chair, I think this is pretty good. I think this feels more comfortable than the Backbone. The Backbone is a little too small for my taste, a little too Joy-Con-like. This one feels a little bit more like not a Steam Deck and not like a full-size controller, but more of like I don't know if you know what the Hori Switch Split Pad Pros are. That's kind of what this reminds me of. And yeah, I mean, look, it's holding pretty well. You know, it does look kind of bent, but that's just kind of how it's designed. Not the iPad, but the controller. And I did have some worries of, yeah, is this gonna bend my iPad? I don't think it will. It's not rough. It's not painfully tight. You know, at least it doesn't feel like it. Now, granted, you know, we can come back to this in a few months and it could turn out to be complete ass and breaking everyone's tablets and stuff. But so far, I'm not seeing any problems. So I say that I like to test my stuff out on fighting games, right? So we're gonna go ahead and, you know, instead of Tekken, let's test out some Third Strike. Yeah, it's pretty responsive too. I feel like there are two ways I can test this. One is as a grappler, and the other is as a charge character. So, and for the charge character part, we'll probably boot up Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Let me see if I can SPD. Yeah, come here. Yeah, that's an SPD. Let me use the D-pad real quick. It's not exactly comfortable to use the D-pad as a fighting game player. At least not on the iPad. Maybe on a lighter device like an iPhone, it would make more sense. Honestly, having a hard time. But the sticks though, easy. Okay, I can do that. Honestly, yeah, I think we have an issue with diagonals on the D-pad. I think that's one thing. I don't know if that's a me issue, but we're definitely having some kind of problems with the diagonals there. But let me see if I can get super in here. Okay, okay. Can I get quarter circles even? It doesn't look like I can. Yeah, it looks like, okay, I got something there. But if I were to guess, I think this game's D-pad isn't too. This controller's D-pad isn't very good. Yeah, I think if I have one complaint so far in terms of the buttons, it's definitely the D-pad. I don't think the D-pad's very good. Maybe it just needs practice, right? Oh, there. Maybe I'm just doing it too slow. Hold on. You know what? Maybe I'm just done. I think I figured it out. I'm just bad. Don't worry about me. Ignore everything I just said. So we'll test it out on the D-pad first, which is... Okay, we got a stun at boom there. Got a flash kick. Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Yeah, it's not very comfortable. Like, I'm doing this on the D-pad, it's not very comfortable. If your game is very D-pad centric, I would maybe, yeah, not play this game. But play that game. But if you're using analog stick like I am, like, got super easily right there. The sticks are honestly a 9 out of 10, maybe more. Shit, hold on. Ah, the trade. Oh yeah, we got those. Oh, she threw me. You know what? That's fine. So I was saying earlier that there are definitely some D-pad centric games that I probably would not want to play on this thing because unless you remap it to use the analog stick, which it's a little bit of a hassle, but if you can figure it out, then you can figure it out, right? One of those games I'm talking about is Silent Hill, because Silent Hill does not use the analog stick. So let's see how this actually feels like right now. Like, you can remap it to use the analog stick, but I guess for Silent Hill this isn't too bad. Since Silent Hill is a much slower game compared to, say, Street Fighter or Tekken, like, obviously your mileage may vary. If it feels fine for you, then it feels fine for you, but for me, I'm not too much of a fan. The D-pad is passable. It's like a 6. Numbers are arbitrary. Just like, you know, a 6 to me might be an 8 to you. An 8 to you might be a 9 to me. But whoa, that was a pretty cool animation. I know tank control purists would be like, ew, why? Why you, ew, don't play with the analog stick. but it's just not comfortable this way. I mean, again, I have the 8-bit Do controllers right here, and it definitely makes more sense here. You know what I'm saying? But here, since it's offset a bit, which is weird because this is how I play Tekken, like Tekken 8. This is how I competitively play Tekken 8 with the D-pad down here. This is the for reference here. This is how I play Tekken. But this is lighter, and it's just the way these controllers are set up. You know, they're not far apart from each other, so it's not awkward. But screw it, let's test out Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. This is the first Monster Hunter game I ever played. And I say play lightly because I tried to play it and I did not understand a single thing. Now that I'm older and I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Rise with a friend, I kind of get it now. So another thing about this controller that I forgot to mention is that I don't know if you notice, but it kind of does cover the USB-C port, so you can't charge the iPad while you're playing. And that's one thing the Backbone does have an advantage over this, is that it does have pass-through charging. Whereas this, you'd have to remove the whole thing to get to the charging port. Like, you can adjust so that it's the iPad is more top heavy rather than how I have it now, which is more balanced. But I prefer to have it balanced. And since the controller itself is wireless, you'd have to charge it separately as well. So here's a little USB-C port. Thankfully, it uses USB-C port, which thankfully Apple devices now use. Again, people will say just emulate on an Android tablet. We've been doing it for years. I know, I've done it. But I don't like Android tablets. I just don't. It's not a matter of I've never tried it. You know, it's just a matter of I really like Apple hardware. Especially when it comes to heat, thermals, and battery life to performance. Like, keep in mind, this is I was gonna say keep in mind this is a fanless device, but honestly, it's not that impressive when I'm playing something like this. You know, this is a PSP game from 2006, 7, something like that. On that note, I think we should try something a little more modern, shall we? It might be a little too sensitive. I might want to get some stick risers, if anything. I think the placement for the stick isn't good for mobile. Kind of like the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck has your sticks sort of symmetrical rather than asymmetrical, and that works out fine because it's a lot more natural. But here, you can see I'm kind of bending my right thumb a bit in a way that's not very fun. And that's also part of the reason why this is actually pretty fine for me to use in Warzone Mobile. So this might be a problem. Oh. I'm going in. Yeah, I'm not a fan so far. It definitely feels weird. Someone's got their fucking mic on. That's fucking amazing. I love this game. The mobile version, so much more dumb and stupid. And I love that. Oh, they're humming too. Okay, where are you at? Keep humming. Don't think that was them. Oh, there's someone above us. I'm gonna smoke it up. That guy, the person with their mic on is still here. What? I think that was theirs. Holy shit. What just happened? Fuck you! That was fucking Paul Atreides, wasn't it? That was fucking Dune Man. That was oh shit! That was Timothy Chalamet. I actually got his name right, I think, for once. That's crazy. I had to reload! I had to reload! No, I had to reload. Did I not reload? Holy shit. Damn, that's a rookie mistake, but good game. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely workable. I think I just need to get used to the weight of it with the iPad. I would say it's about as heavy as a Steam Deck with this iPad on it, anyway. Except with the Steam Deck, you feel comfortable holding it with one hand because the weight is just so well distributed. Whereas this, it's kind of like hanging on the edge of glory right here, you know. Again, like one of the things I like to bring up when people talk about why would you want a game on an iPad? Keep in mind also that this is a device that has superior battery life and superior fan noise because there is zero. There is no fan noise. I will say this is not less comfortable than a Switch. I'll give it that. You know, when you're playing the Switch in portable mode and, or with your standard Joy-Cons, I would say this feels about similar. And that the best feeling handheld I've ever held is still going to be the Steam Deck. By the way, you can't play this game on the Switch. Just saying. This game is not on Switch. Is it? It might be a cloud, but you know, that's cloud. Oh yeah, I didn't even test out cloud gaming. Hold on. I should have done that. We'll do that after this. I have a lot more footage. I'm going to use like 3 minutes of hours worth of footage. Just watch. It's going to happen. Now, would I recommend this? Yeah, for like not necessarily the setup I have right now. Fuck. Hold on, let me heal. Not necessarily for the setup I have right now, but I mean, like, if you want this controller for an iPhone, even or an Android tablet, I don't think this is a bad way to go. Again, assuming you're buying it from AliExpress and not from, that's gonna hurt. I just wanted to get that over with. Mashing buttons seems to work pretty well too. Like it's not. Sometimes you know some controllers won't register certain inputs if you're doing them too fast. You know, this one's doing pretty alright. Oh, fuck off. Where's the other one? I was about to lose that. There's so much happening right now. Picking a great place to hold out. I mean, I have a bunch of these. I might as well use them. Oh, fuck. That was close. Let's get out of here. 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 Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, I lost the combo. I'm kind of sad. We lost it right at the tail end, too. Who the hell is still alive? You. You jerk. Damn, we lost it. We almost FC'd that. I'm kind of sad. Kind of got messy there at the end, but whatever. Still a good score. For things that are a lot less battery intensive, we could always cloud game. You know, let's go play something on the cloud right now since I do have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and Resident Evil 2 is. What do you mean controller is not detected? Okay, there you go. I just have to press a button. We have our first victim. Okay, yeah, I got hit a couple times there, but that was on me. I was warming up. That is a bear trap. Come on, bud. Looking the wrong way. I parried him. Easy. Damn, we blew him up. Where is Persona 3 Reload? Because this is a game I want to play, but I ran out of space on my Xbox. So I think it's a it's an RPG. So reaction time isn't. it's a turn-based RPG, so reaction time isn't a huge issue. But even then, like Liza P wasn't that much of an issue either. Oh, this is my first time booting this up. This is my first time booting this up. I haven't seen this intro. I love Persona 3 so much. I remember when I first when I first booted up Persona 3, it was Persona 3 Portable on the PSP. And I remember thinking, suicide? Fuck yeah. Suicide is badass. Oh gosh. But no, for real though, this game is awesome. Please seek help if you need it. Persona 3 is awesome. Especially now that there's a remake, right? You can just straight up play this remake. And you can play it on your phone. You can play it on your Xbox. You can play it on PlayStation. It's not on Switch, I don't think. PC, if you have a Steam Deck. Because games like Persona 3, games that are turn-based RPGs, usually for me are perfect handheld games, whether they're streaming or they're not. Like I'm having very mixed feelings right now. On one hand, I'm like, okay, work mode, make this video mode, but also, oh my god, this is Persona 3 Reload. This is the remake of Persona 3, one of my favorite turn-based RPGs. Really? And I'm playing it on a but like on a big, relatively big portable iPad screen. Because most times when I go out,
To my head.
Suicide is badass. I'm sorry. That fucking Always Sunny in Philadelphia clip is always going to live rent-free in my head, and I hate it. I also like to keep in mind that I just took this controller out of the box like 2-3 hours ago. It was already charged. I have not charged this thing yet. I'm going to have to after filming all this, but oh my god, this is so smooth. This is so smooth. This game, I'm no longer commentating on on the controller or the iPad. I am commentating on how fucking cool this remake looks. Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna cry. This video was supposed to be about the controller and the iPad. I'm just over here fangirling over fucking Persona 3 Reload. Why do you have a gun? I love this game so much. I haven't even played the remake. I just started playing the remake, but I already love it so much. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Who fucking knows? Fuck you, Yukari. I can find it myself. I forget how fun these games are. Do I want to be rude to Yukari? This is why I don't stream these games anymore. I used to stream these kinds of games all the time, but then I find myself in these situations where I'm like, I don't know what to pick, and no one on stream could help me. I was okay on my own before we even walked here. Gosh, Yukari, you don't need to. Don't tell anyone what you saw last night. That you had a gun and you were gonna shoot me? No, yeah, no problem. Does Yukari have a boyfriend? Is that what she's asking? Bro, I don't even know you. Why are you asking me this bullshit? Why would I know? Let me read the lore. What did he say? Psst, hey, you came to school with Takeba-san this morning, right? I saw you two. Wait, was this voiced?
You came to school with Takeba-san this morning, right?
I just realized I didn't have to read.
Saw you two walking together. You must be pretty close, huh? What's the deal between you and her? Oh, and does she have a boyfriend? Nobody seems to know.
Go fuck yourself. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I hate school.
Guess not.
More like it's none of your fucking business, and neither is it mine. It must be fate. Wait, what did that say? Hold on, stop the fast forward real quick. It didn't let me choose that. It must be fate, I said. I don't have the courage to say this right now. That hurts, game. That hurts. Because why is that so true? Maybe I could say stuff like this without hesitation if I was at least determined.
Hey, you didn't tell anyone about you know what, did you?
Why do you gotta say it so loud in front of Junpei? We were already trying not to sound sus as fuck, but here you are, sounding sus as fuck. You know what?
Don't tell me you forgot already.
Isn't that better? Isn't it better that I forgot?
Seriously, don't say anything about my story, okay?
What? Why are you saying it like that?
What?
That's good.
Don't get the wrong idea.
You're the one saying things so secretively. Hell yeah. That's not when the pretty girl at the dorm hands you a short sword, that's how you know it's real.
Be safe now.
This game is so Alright, finally. Yes! The fucking song!
Shadows. Did they
Oh my god. Oh my god, it looks so good. Oh wow, this is so smooth. This is like rubbing my brain in all the right ways. Oh, and with the music too. Fuck it, use Aggie. Fucking burn. Holy shit. Oh fuck. This game looks so good. This looks so good. Why did it take me this long to finally boot this game up? Why did it take me wanting to film a game, wanting to film about the iPad and film about this AliExpress controller that I got for the iPad to finally start playing Reload,
Are you okay?
knowing damn well that I knew I was gonna love it. So yeah, all in all, I don't even know where I was going with this video anymore. Like I think I jumped through like 3 different topics, but what I will say is the new iPad Air, the 6th generation with the M2 chip is really good. The M1 version of this iPad is also still really good. So if you already have that, or if you can find a good deal on that one, go for it. But don't get the 64 gigabyte one. Get the 256. Because I don't think there's a 128. If there was a 128, go get that one. But if you're going for the new iPad Airs, the base model is 128, so you'll be fine. As for this D8, as for the BSP D8 that I got from AliExpress, for the $15 that I spent on it, pretty good. Like all in all, considering price as well, I'd give this thing like an 8 out of 10, something like that. 2 points being marked off for the D-pad being kind of and the stick placement, right? Like I know this is probably more comfortable for some people, and obviously for the size they had to make some compromises. It works, but it's not my favorite. Aside from that, it feels good. Do not get this on Amazon if you can. If you can be patient at all, please do not get it on Amazon. It is like 4 times the price on Amazon than it is on AliExpress. Sure, you have the convenience of 1 day shipping or 2, depending on where you are, but really, it's not worth it at that price. I don't think so. At $50, I don't think this is worth it. At $15, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'm gonna charge the iPad and charge this controller and play some more Persona. Probably after editing this video at least a little bit. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a good one. See you on stream or on a video later. Maybe this one. I don't know. But anyway. Bye.